as quoted by Shadow the Hedgehog. I am all of
Oh
me.
my god,
when I am...
hold on, I can't believe you just quoted Shadow the Hedgehog. Get out.
you. I'm not leaving.
God
I
damn
will
it.
break this door down.
Hello and welcome to Honesty Hour. This is a talk show that is focused on talking to small creators about some of the hardships we face in our time on the internet. So today's topics are going to be centered around trends, VTuber designs and themes, and breaking the Hololive mold, which is hilarious because they are literally doing their anniversary right now.
Yeah, I was about to say, wait a goddamn minute here.
Literally doing it right now. But I'll explain a
Oof.
little bit more about breaking the mold when we get to that. So today I have with me Night Paradox VT, a supervillain VTuber. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello. I interrupted your ass because I'm evil. Hello, everyone. My name is Night Paradox. I am the world's greatest evil mastermind. How are you all doing tonight? Well, I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch. I primarily stream gaming news. We talk about a lot of gaming news, just chatting, as well as right now we've been playing a lot of Gunfire Reborn, Borderlands, stuff like that, shooters. But I am a variety streamer. I try to make one of the loudest, craziest, and weirdest, and most fun streams you'll ever watch in your life.
So yeah, she's a supervillain VTuber, super cool. We are going to talk about, we're going to start with trends, I feel like. So how do you feel about all of the constant trends?
How do I feel about trends? I mean, they're just sort of a natural part of our weird human monkey brains,
True.
I like to think. You know, we like to share things that we think are funny. It's just sort of a natural part of social media. Everybody trying to copy each other and do the same sort of thing. I think they're fine. I think they can be really stupid sometimes.
Yeah, like the Jacko pose.
But like the Jacko pose.
Or Chug
But you know, they can be fun. They can be fun sometimes to participate in.
I think so too. I think that the only problem with trends ends up being when they're just kind of like the one thing that anybody ever wants to do. Like it's the only thing you see on your timeline, the only thing that gets views for a while. I know people were doing the introduction video trends.
I never even got around to that one. I meant to, but I never did.
I did that one. Everybody did that one, but it got to the point where like there were so many of them. I was worried that people were gonna get tired of them so fast. Have you ever felt like you were sort of like pressured to do any of those trends?
Sometimes I do feel a little pressured, just because everybody is doing the same thing at the same time.
Every once in a while, there's one trend that comes along that like so many people are doing. It's like, if I don't do this trends, are people gonna be like angry at me about it?
Oh my god, people won't love me anymore because I didn't stick my ass in the air.
Have you ever felt like there were some like different games or trends or stuff like that that if you did them, you might get like a huge viewership spike or anything like that?
I remember I thought Among Us would be that back in the day. And then I did an Among Us stream and it was a fucking nightmare. It was the worst stream I've ever done. I've had some bad streams, but that was an awful stream.
Amogus?
Amogus? I tried Valheim. That was the same thing. I think maybe like if I started doing Minecraft under the VTuber tag, I could, but I don't know what the to do with Minecraft. Like, I'm not creative. It would just be me running around murdering random things.
The only people that really get big off of Minecraft are the ones that are sitting there making like the most beautiful builds you've ever seen in your entire life, or like parkour.
Yeah. I'm not about to start a VTuber SMP, god damn it.
Oh, Way Out. Yeah, I saw that one too. I did
Way Out is a good one.
I did Fall Guys. That was my trend game. That was the one that I tried to do. Let me tell you, it was so, not only was I like the worst Fall Guys player ever, it was just so bad. Like nobody came to watch, nobody watched it later. I love Fall Guys though. It's a good game, but man, I missed that trend hard.
Yeah, some of them, you know, it's when you force yourself to play a game, I don't think you're ever gonna really have the same level of success as you would when you play a game that means more to you or that you've played before. Like I mostly play like old Nintendo games and
Oh God,
just
yeah.
random stuff that I like. You know, it's not going to get me views, but it's
Mhm.
going to make the content good, and that's what matters. I could never be a streamer who like only plays Dead by Daylight or only plays, you know, big games, because I don't like any of the big games, like at
Mhm.
all.
Yeah, though, I think that there's a lot of people who try to follow some of the more popular trends with their game sort of streams, and they find out very quickly that it's the wrong way to go about stuff. Because it's like, they don't care about the game. They're only doing it for the views. And
Yeah.
people could just feel it. They could tell. They know.
Yeah, like you can definitely tell. It's pretty damn easy to tell.
Yeah. Like, somebody mentioned me doing horror streams before. I hate horror games with a passion. I like watching... No, I don't even like watching them. I like reading about their lore. But if I try to play them, I basically want to cry.
Damn.
The last time I played a horror game... well, both times that I played a horror game live on stream so far, I brought my best friend in with me to be like my moral support, which was very helpful. First time it went okay. The second time, I was not only in the menu for basically ever, I then gave up partway through when I saw some creepy dude standing in a hallway, like making a stupid pose. He moved! He f***ing moved!
Wow.
And then we went to go play. He played FNAF while I watched, and I was still sitting there like, oh! Yeah, but have you ever thought that it's easy to just like kind of pick up a trendy game or something like that for a little while?
No, to be honest, I guess it would be easy. It would just depend on what the game was, because, like, again, I'm not going to force myself to play something I don't like. Maybe I'll play Splitgate. That Splitgate looks pretty cool. I know that one's trendy right now. Trends are
Lord.
so short that it's hard to catch that perfect peak of trend to get your stuff seen then. Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
I think I'm just like an inherently niche person.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a total f***ing hipster. If something is really popular, I will probably not like it. I don't know why I'm like that. I just kind of am.
I feel like
You know?
that's not even an uncommon sentiment anymore. It seems like a lot of more popular games are targeted towards like younger audiences. And I don't know about you, but I feel like most VTubers are like in their mid to late 20s.
Yeah. I mean, I'm only 20.
But
I'm
still,
a baby compared to
like-
most VTubers.
I think they're
Which is
mostly
why I
targeted
don't-
at like 14 to 15-year-olds.
Yeah, like I don't participate in a lot of like the sexy stuff because I'm like, I don't know what a sex is.
Adorable. Except for sticking your butt in the air, apparently.
I did do that one. That one was pretty good.
Sometimes with trends, I don't know, like the trendy game pops up and everybody starts playing it, and the entire category gets full of people that are just doing that forever. And I think that people don't realize that they're just gonna get lost in the flood anyway.
Twitch, especially Twitch discoverability is absolute donkey dick.
Oh yeah.
If you're not doing YouTube stuff or Twitter stuff, even Twitter stuff, probably not. If you're not doing YouTube stuff, you're not getting found on Twitch unless you already have a following and
Yeah.
have that foot in the door. Jumping on a trend maybe like 6 years ago would have worked, would have been great, but not now. After the pandemic, and now there's so many streamers and VTubers.
That's a good point though. I feel like everybody is kind of using tips from like 3 or 4 years ago because they're all on YouTube and stuff. And it's like, oh yeah, you can get found if you play X or Y game or something like that. And people are like, wow, I'm gonna try
Nope.
that. Nope.
Yeah, TikTok and YouTube are like the only two that are good for discoverability right now.
TikTok is the only site. I think the YouTube still is. I think YouTube Shorts are really good still. Yeah.
Yeah, YouTube Shorts are good. Though I still have trouble with TikTok and YouTube. I don't know what these dang whippersnapper kids like anymore.
But yeah, so trends, not that important. Kind of just like fun side things. I think a lot of people put too much stock into trends. and trying to like catch the popular thing. Especially somebody mentioned earlier that trends just pass by so quick it's hard to catch the right moment to get them anyway. So it's rough. So designs. Let's talk about themes. Right? You with your supervillain theme. First of all, let me tell you, like this whole everything you've got going on here is like one of the best designs, honestly. Because seriously, so many people are just sitting around like, I'm a cat girl. Well,
I have tits. Look at my tits.
look at me, I'm a cat girl. Yeah. But like,
Wow.
at least you have like a big theme that you can lean into. You have like a personality sort of trait to lean into with supervillain stuff.
Even more than being a supervillain, I think my trait is like being
Gremlin energy.
being gremlin energy, being obnoxious, and being a loud asshole who doesn't have a filter.
True.
I think that's my real character trait. That's the real thing people like about me, is that I'm honest and I don't mess around. I say what I mean and I mean what I say, and I don't fool around like a lot of VTubers do.
I feel like there's a lot of people who want to be characters more often with VTubing because they're like, wow, look at me, I'm an anime girl, so I should act I'm so cute, so I should act really soft and innocent and like, ooh. It's weird because people don't want that.
It's fake.
Yeah.
Like, I think that using an avatar should be your excuse to be yourself. You know, I am all of me, as quoted by Shadow the Hedgehog. I am all of me.
Oh my god,
when I am...
hold on, I can't believe you just quoted Shadow the Hedgehog. Get out.
You. I'm not leaving.
God
I
damn
will
it.
break this door down with my tentacles when I leave.
Man.
I'm not leaving. But, you know, I'm me. I'm not some stupid fakeness. I'm me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
No, I think in terms of personality stuff, I didn't mean like real personality. I just meant more like you can lean into saying, oh, I'm going to take over the world and stuff like that.
That's true. I can do that.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm going to do.
So how did you decide to be a supervillain?
Well, I decided to be a supervillain because at first I was, ooh, I'm a gamer girl. I'm so cute. That was actually for like a month straight. That was my original VTuber
Wait,
self.
Really? Wait,
Yeah.
what were you called?
Dream Paradox. Well, it's a quote from from a box art of a game I like.
Oh, cute.
And it was, you know, it's a bit more cutesy thing, but I felt like I was constantly faking it. And so I thought about it and I said, you know, wouldn't it be funny? Everybody likes all these cutesy Hololive girls. You know, they like Corone, they like the EN girls. Wouldn't it be funny if there was a Hololive girl who was just an asshole and trans and a bunch of stuff that people don't normally like, and was the most unappealing thing ever, and then I turned it into this, and it's awesome.
Did you?
That was seriously the design process.
You picked you picked everything about your design just based off of, I wonder what people don't want most.
I guess not the stuff that people don't like, but more like the darker parts that people want to hide or shy away from. You know, being evil and being an edgelord and being loud and annoying and not censoring yourself or hiding.
You just wanted to be you.
That sort of thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. It is sort of a rebellious statement. It's like, if you don't want me to be who I am, then fine. I'm going to be the villain that you want me to be. You know what I mean?
That's kind of a sick quote, honestly.
Yeah, that was sort of the modus operandi behind it.
That's a pretty good reason. I feel like my design is it's a little bit similar in a way, just because, you know, when I was growing up, I was like the opposite of this. Just like cutesy, wearing pink all the time, like ooh woo girl sort of thing. I was like a complete tomboy who only ever wanted to play with race cars because all of the boys said that Barbies were bad. And etc. I was like, I tried to be the most tomboyish person ever because I felt like I was judged by all of my peers and like the people around me for trying to like anything that was girly because I was really big on video game culture and all of that stuff. My peers didn't like that.
Yeah, I feel that shit.
Yeah, so I became a VTuber and I was like, I'm gonna be an uwu girl.
You.
You.
So we have like the same story but on opposite ends.
Yeah.
I became sort of tomboyish and then you became a girly girl.
Yeah.
Both are valid as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
I can be a girly girl too. Ooh.
Now you have to accept me. Yeah, basically. Just
Yeah.
shove it out there. Make people accept it. But yeah, no, I
Pretty
had
much.
a similar just a reason for trying to go all girly and like Lolita fashion almost in some ways. Like have like a lot of frills and stuff on my dress and stuff. These are some nice backstories. Thanks.
Yeah, we've got some interesting stories. I mean, there's more to my story. You know, it is a lot deeper than that, but it's the type of thing you don't really talk about, you know.
That's fair.
So,
Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of VTubers who have like stories that are kind of like that of just reasons that they got into it that are a little darker. That they just, you
Yeah.
know, not for the public eye, but it's always good to remember that people have other stuff going on behind the scenes too. So, did you designed all of it yourself? Your whole theme and everything?
well, the original design I did do myself. The very first Night Paradox, which was just Albert Wesker but purple and with Futaba Sakura's head and also purple. That was me. And then the
Good.
second one was a collaboration between me and one of my girlfriend's artist friends. We sort of worked together on that one, which was sort of an evolution of the design. That's the classic one with the tie. You never saw the tie one?
I don't think
Here,
I
I'll
did.
show you the tie
Oh
one.
man.
Where's the tie
Oh
one?
man, we're changing on the fly.
Tie is yeah, we're changing on the fly. Where is she? This is the see, my mouth doesn't work with this model. This is the classic original.
Oh.
This is
I
how
only
she
saw it
be.
without the tie.
Yeah, no, I used to have a tie, and so this is the classic. This is the good times. We might go back to this model sometimes. I kind of miss this model.
That's a good outfit.
And,
Honestly.
yeah, it's a great outfit.
Yeah.
But I thought, why not spruce it up a bit? And and now we're like this. This was with my friend Rezi. She helped me out with making that one.
It's very cool. I honestly love the arms.
Yeah, the octopus arms are dope as shit. I
Yeah.
love them.
They look so good. Were those
Oh, yeah.
modeled by your friends?
No, the design was my friend, and then my girlfriend's artist friend sort of touched up that design, and then I got a modeler to make this model because I can't model for shit.
Same.
I have tried.
Well, okay, I can model 2D, but not 3D.
Yeah, 3D, no. The variants of Doc Ock. I mean, this one is Doc Ock. The previous one was Invader Zim. The first one was Albert Wesker. So I take inspiration from many different characters.
Yeah, I always loved your old your old back thing because it just was like, oh, it's Zim. It's Zim. Listen, I can be Gur because I like waffles. So have you ever like wanted a 2D model?
I have actually. I have an artist in mind for my 2D, but we're sort of waiting on it. I just sort of want one because I like the professionalism of it. I like the quality and how nice they look, and how there's a lot more things you can do with them. There's a lot more assets created for them.
Yeah,
So.
all the emotions and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
I feel like 3D emotions can be a little bit lacking sometimes.
Yeah, like on this model, it's not great. But like some models like AI Candy are amazing.
I
but then
fucking love her model.
you look at how much her model costs.
I
and
was
then
made
you're
by
like,
Artgun,
oh,
right? God, I fucking love her.
That's like a multi-$1,000 model. So that's not feasible here.
I know. Yeah, I wish.
This model was like $200, and I'd say I got my money's worth.
Yeah, no, honestly, really good for 200.
Oh, yeah.
That's really good. So, How hard do you think it is for like new VTubers to try and pick out a theme for themselves at this point? I mean, you know, there's always some like fighting to be unique and individual. Do you think it's really hard for somebody to actually find a good unique design for themselves now?
I think it's definitely harder now. We're sort of running out of ideas. I think now things are going Western. You know, we've seen a lot of World of Warcraft style designs, orcs,
Yeah.
demonesses, you know. I think things are going Western primarily, and that's sort of where the future for the VTuber community lies as more English fans get in. So I think new VTubers should be looking towards that instead of the anime style.
Like comic books and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, like comic books especially. It's very hard to figure out a thing. Mine is sort of a fashion, like a mixture of comic style with anime, because I just wanted to be an anime girl. That's all I wanted.
Same.
You know? I don't give a shit if me being an anime girl means I can't be popular or whatever, or that I don't stick out. I wanted to be an anime girl, so I'm an anime girl.
Nice.
I think it's definitely a lot harder. If you had asked me the same question 9 months ago, I would have been like, just, you know, it's easy. There's like 8 billion things that haven't been done.
Yep.
But by now, it's way harder.
It's kind of funny how fast it happened too, because like, I mean, I only started like 6 months ago or something like that, but it feels like just in that time, there have been so many more people that have debuted, and it's just like, all right, everything's old now.
Everything's old. I mean, I haven't seen like a mecha VTuber, like a actual like Gurren Lagann. There you go.
Yeah.
Well, fuck.
Hazmat. Yep. He already
Hazmat.
graduated though, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And then there's another VTuber that I know that's like Betty Boop style black and white cartoon character. I've seen bread, I've seen eggs, I've seen lamps.
I know there's an Oreo VTuber who's like unlicensed and probably shouldn't be an Oreo.
Probably shouldn't be an Oreo, yeah, but I mean, you know, it happens.
I mean, live your life. So
A literal gun, yep, seen that.
a gun.
Oh my god, yeah. There's pretty much everything has been done at this point. So it's like, if you want to be individual at this point, like more unique, I don't think you can look in terms of design. I think you have to look at content at this point. But even then, content's gonna be...
Which is a bit of a problem, because sometimes I think the VTuber community only cares about how you look.
Yeah, no, they do.
When we look at all of the VTubers who have blown up, there's a bit of a running trend there.
Have you seen the VTubers that just have the mismatched sock lengths? Someone did a whole video about that. There's so many of them.
I have asymmetry. I have a robot arm on one side.
I'm completely symmetrical.
But then I have my sexy boots.
Look at me, I'm symmetrical.
So, my thigh highs. Standing.
This is fine. We just floated for a little bit. It's okay.
Yeah, we're just hanging out.
No, yeah, it feels like, and especially with like cat girls and stuff like that, right?
There are so many cat girls. You're not Nyanners. Come on. Don't. I mean, live your truth, to be honest. Be a cat girl if you want to be a cat girl. But if you think being a cat girl is going to make you popular, it's not.
No, not at all.
Being an interesting content creator is going to make you popular. Yeah. You know what hasn't been done in VTubing? Another supervillain like me. I mean, there's a couple, but like, come on, guys. Okay, not at all. There are a couple, but come on, guys. Get it together. Get it together. There need to be more. More, did I say?
Yeah?
There should be a shit ton.
So you wish there were more.
It would be great.
You wish you had some peons to to torture.
Exactly. I need peons.
You need superheroes though. You need like a
superheroes?
I feel okay.
There are a couple superheroes, but like
I feel like what needs to happen.
They can stand up to me.
Oh no. Oh no, not the Ara Ara voice.
Ada.
Okay.
I can be your angle or your double.
Nice. Man, no, I feel like what needs to happen in terms of like supervillain style stuff is you need a couple of extra supervillains, and then you need a couple of superheroes, and you need to have like this back and forth between each other, like actually having like
I
weird
would love
fights and
that.
stuff. Wouldn't that be
I
so
would
cool?
love that.
That would be like a great community.
That would be so good.
Yeah.
Megamind VTuber when I am the Megamind VTuber.
Have you seen her?
This is the best you're getting, dude. Presentation.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it a little bit. You said that there aren't really other supervillains, but there's one other villain VTuber who's like pretty popular now. Have you ever been compared to her? Since there's only like 2 that I know about.
I have been compared. Random people will come into the stream and compare the two of us.
Oh god, just out of nowhere.
So, yeah, it's only happened a couple times, thankfully, but it still bugs the shit out of me.
There's actually another like alpaca VTuber that I talk to pretty often, and like we're on good terms and stuff, but she's had people come into her chat before and be like, wow, you're just like Millie, and it's like, please stop. She's I think she's trying to differentiate herself a little bit more now. She's not even calling herself like an alpaca anymore. She's calling herself a llama paca. She's both.
Llama paca? I love that.
Yeah.
That's so good.
She said like her mom is a paca and her dad is a llama or something like that.
Oh, and they had hot llama paca sex. Oh, nice.
Yeah, she's a Horizo, yeah. Oh yeah, the Horizo. Wow, you all know her by that now? Man, I didn't think
chorizo?
Horizo.
Oh.
I didn't think that you guys would actually know the term for it. I guess she says it enough now. Chorizo. She always tells it. Yeah, okay, that's fair. There's a few people in my chat that know about her. Her name is Neen. She's a cutie. But yeah, she
sounds cute.
The
Charizard.
The Charizard. There's been times when people have gone into her streams and been like, wow, you're just like Millie, oh my gosh, or stuff like that. And it's like, it's just so painful, practically. She told me about it before, and it's like, oh god, please.
Yeah.
I need to make them stop. Oh no. Oh, the Smash. Oh, right. So yeah, people going into people's chats and just saying stuff about like other people's streams that are happening soon.
I had someone do that about my debut once in
What?
another streamer's chat, and they got pissed at me.
Wait,
Yeah.
they talked about your debut at someone else's stream?
Yup. And the other streamer, I came into their stream like, hey, what's up? You know, just here to hang out. And he was like, Night Paradox, somebody has been coming into my chat talking about your debut. I don't like that shit.
Oh my god.
And then I don't think they ever watched my debut over that.
Well, yeah, I don't think I would at that point. If
Yeah.
somebody was telling me, I'd just do it out of rebellion, like, well, frick that to me. Bye.
I don't know. I do not control my community, but I was pissed off. I had to like ping the entire Discord after that.
Yeah, the best that I can say is that for people who are watching, who are normally like active in other VTubers chats, just like try to remember that like every time you try to compare one VTuber against another one, it's gonna bring up bad blood. It's gonna cause problems.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be like
big
a
time.
big issue because I don't know, it might bring up people's subconscious issues with themselves. It might just be an issue in terms of like people are trying to be unique and trying to do their own things, and
Like
you're
it'll throw me off my game. Like I'll be in the zone doing my stream thing, and then if you compare me to especially that person that we're talking about, if you compare me to them, it just I like half the time am like I might have to stop the stream for a little while
yeah
or like entirely
yeah
because it's already hard as a content creator to not compare yourself to others. You know, the only person you should be comparing yourself to as a content creator is yourself.
true.
You should be comparing yourself to who you were last week and last month and last year, and how can you make your content better. Don't compare yourself to someone else, because honestly, everything that you see on the internet, social media is just the best parts of ourselves that we put out there.
True.
But it's not you. So when you compare yourself to what you see on Twitter, you're not comparing to something real. You're comparing to the fake version that is put out.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you're comparing yourself as a person to like just this like single page that you only know what they are showing you. You don't know anything else that's going on behind the scenes, and it's like, wow, everything is going so perfect for them and everything is so great, and it's like, why isn't that happening to me? Don't do that. Never do that.
It's not worth it. It's just not.
It's not worth it. I feel like it's worse though when somebody else is doing it, because then it's like, oh great, this person's gonna come around all the time and just start talking about how I'm just like another person. Cool.
It's great. Awesome.
Great. Love that.
The best. Yeah, so good.
Do you feel like people are a little bit more likely to compare VTubers or like content creators if it feels like just something lines up with them? Like I saw a cat girl who recently was called a copy of Nyanners just because she had pink hair. Yeah. Just because she had pink hair like her. And it was a similar shade of pink, sure, but like everything else about her was different. So it was like, man.
I think for VTubers, especially because VTubers are all about themes and characters and stuff like that, definitely those comparisons are more common in the VTuber community.
Yeah.
Because I think because of especially Hololive's influence, people are used to this perfect idol version of what a VTuber is. Like there's no way, like the Hololive people just are anime characters at this point.
They are.
You know, people
are.
treat them like anime characters. They don't treat them like creators. But I think a lot of people try to apply that to the independent VTubers, and you can't. Independent VTubers are not that. They don't have that level of success or that level of backing behind them. So I think independent VTubers are both both stronger and in a lot of ways more fragile at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, especially for like people who do a lot of their stuff they're by themselves. Like if you I designed my whole theme and my model and everything like that. I feel like if somebody compared me to somebody else, I didn't look at anybody else's model before making my own stuff. So it would make me go, oh, good. My own work is just gonna get discredited as somebody thinking that I'm stealing from someone else.
I think the feeling of idol idealization from Hololive got transferred to the expectations of indie VTubers. I agree.
I agree.
I definitely agree. I think when you compare the big VTubers to each other, it's like, oh, this is so much fun. But when you do it when it's small creators, it's like, it's not fun.
It's not fun. It's not fun. I feel like not fun. I mean, even if it is Hololive though, I know there was some people comparing like Gura's model to like Kiara's model or stuff like that. Different points of it.
So weird.
Yeah, well, I mean, it would be like they would compare the quality levels. And it was so strange because Hololive goes to different artists and uses different levels of different like 2D creators or artists or so on. So like one model having a tiny little speck that you can see through accidentally causes such a huge uproar for no reason. Because it's done by a different artist. Maybe they did it differently. Maybe they just forgot to do one part or forgot a layer or something like that. $10,000 model versus $1 model. They're not even 10,000 though. Most of those models are still the same price as like the biggest indie models, because most of the biggest indie models out there are still going to the same creators, like Iron Vertex, and like Rozu is a big Ian artist for models. So is Yuiko, I think. They're still going the same creators.
I think the most expensive model I've ever seen was 5,000.
Yeah, I think that's the top price most of the time. And I think most models will still land around 2.5 to 3K instead.
Yeah. Or you can be a cheap like me and get it for 200.
Yeah.
My first nice model was 100 because that was like my entire paycheck.
Yeah.
So people on the
mods.
internet probably treat VTubers in general like they're not real because all they see is anime, and therefore think there isn't someone they're insulting when they say anything off the top of their head. I agree.
True. Yeah. Have you ever felt like anyone has told you the right way to do things in terms of like what Hololive does?
I don't think anybody's ever told me that directly, but sometimes when I just watch, I feel like I'm just watching like a sea of people doing weird bullshit when I watch the VTuber community. I'm like,
Same.
I'm just watching. And I feel like everybody else has that pressure to do what Hololive does. But I've always believed as an independent, you shouldn't do what Hololive does. That's part of why I'm a supervillain, because there will never be a Hololive super. They're gonna come out with one.
They're gonna come out. Have you seen what they've been doing recently? They just came out with like a bunch of They came out with the God of Chaos. All right, they're gonna make a supervillain. It's gonna happen.
Yeah. And
Their
then I'll
next-
be endlessly compared to them too, even though I came first.
Their
I'm
next
I'm the
EN
original.
branch is gonna be comic book themed, and they're gonna get like the Green Lantern VTuber or some shit in there.
I'm still the original though. I'm the OG, and I always will be, and that's the one thing I have. God damn it.
At
I'm the
least you
original
have that.
supervillain.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen it a little bit in terms of people trying to tell people how they should go about their content creation, because I've seen people like trying to push debuts a lot, trying to push doing cover songs a lot, trying to push the games that Hololive plays and stuff like that. I feel like a lot of that is the stuff that gets shoved out there the most.
Oh yeah, big time. I've talked about that before on Twitter, but we basically allowed giant corporations to determine the course of this little subculture that we have. You know, why do we give a about debuts for people with no fans? Why do we give a about re-debuts and outfit reveals? I mean, outfit reveals are
Outfit
fun.
reveals are fun.
Why do we care about these big ass collabs? Why do we care about any of these things? We only care about them because Hololive did it. It's big and it's what sets the standard. But the thing about the standard is that it's the standard for them. It's not the standard for us, because we're a completely different, much smaller. Yeah, completely. We're built different.
different. Sorry, continue.
You know, and I mean, VShojo is obviously way smaller, but you see the same thing from them. People trying to copy them.
Yeah,
You're
like...
trying to recreate that popularity with the budget of an independent. That's exactly right, 2-Bit Rabbit.
Yeah,
you can't do it unless you get insanely lucky on Twitter, which probably 99% of the time you're not gonna do.
No.
You know.
Especially on Twitter. Why would you get popular off of Twitter? Dang it! Nobody's gonna come to your streams if you're popular
by looking
off Twitter.
hot.
Well,
by
yeah,
looking
but
hot or looking interesting, and that's
nobody's gonna come to your streams off Twitter. They are there to promote themselves and then look at how cute you are.
Pretty much.
That's all Twitter is.
Pretty much. Is it really a subculture? Isn't it more often a culture looking for subscribers? I think it's a subculture at this point.
I think
it's a subset of streamers and the streaming fan base. So.
Yeah, I feel like people try to say that VTubing is a community. I don't even think it's really a community. I think it's just like
It's not a community. It's people together with the same interests, but it's not. Which
it's a
is exactly
style
what community
of content creation.
It's a type of content creation. Yeah. And then, you know, VTubers, I think a lot of this community aspect comes again from people trying to replicate what Hololive does. And oh, everybody's friends. Everybody loves each other. Yeah.
God.
No.
No. Not everybody's friends. Not everybody knows each other. Not everybody's gonna know anything about even the larger people, like my friend Lampert.
I have more people who are distinctly not my friends than I have friends.
I don't, not yet, but my friend Lampert doesn't even know that much about like the bigger YouTubers, or not YouTubers. Well, YouTubers too, but VTubers like Hololive people and Niji Sanji and stuff like that. He doesn't even know most of the stuff about them. We mostly have to like tell them when different things are happening with those people, because he just stays completely out of it. He's just like, not my thing. So VTubers don't even necessarily know about the bigger stuff that's going on. It's not a community, it's just a...
Hey, did you hear that this person said this thing and then it caused this giant Twitter fight and it was awesome? No, I was busy making content and doing my job and trying to make a living. And, you know, I only have about 20 viewers. It's a very small, very loyal community. And I'm just doing my best. But yeah, but didn't you hear that the 400 billion person said this thing on Twitter? It was so cool. And it was funny as fuck.
I'm unfollowing you because you're following this person on Twitter. But I mean, I didn't know that they did anything wrong. Can you tell me about it? No, I'm unfollowing you. But yeah, no, people don't even necessarily know about the bigger people. So it's hard to say that it's just a full community. It's just
I try to like ignore the bigger people. I don't give a I have never cared about popular people in my life. Why am I suddenly going to start now?
Yeah, no, I care about the content that I care about and that I watch a lot, and maybe even try to not emulate, but like take inspiration from. It's just stuff that I like. It's not the big stuff, so.
Exactly. You know, when you get that big, the problem with getting that big is that you have to appeal to so many people. Your content ends up getting homogenized into just
Minecraft
crap. Minecraft,
Fortnite,
Dead by Daylight,
Apex,
tits, Big Booba, ara. Hey, honey. Hi, honey.
All right, well, I don't have those redeems. It's fine.
I have ada. But I only have that because it's fun, not because it's gonna make me popular. I just have it because it's fun.
True. Same. Yeah, no, I got Night on because just she's so like she does her own thing, and that's what I wanted to talk about so much. Just like actually doing your own thing and like breaking out of doing whatever it is that everybody else is saying you should be doing, or like whatever's popular in the moment. It's really enviable because I'm not very good at it sometimes. Like I play Minecraft. I'll play Minecraft. I get good views on Minecraft.
As long as you're playing Minecraft because you enjoy it, that's doing your own thing. But if you're doing it to be popular, then you're not doing your own thing.
I do like Minecraft, so it's fine.
Mince raft.
It's a tough job being a minion. Wait. Well, we mentioned it a little bit, but what do you think about debut culture?
I think it's stupid. It's so dumb, and this is coming from someone who did a debut, right?
Same.
I think debut culture for people with no fan bases, small creators, people with literally no viewers is quite possibly one of the dumbest things I've ever seen in content creation. It's just Hololive dick riding at this point. You don't need to do a debut if you're a small creator. I didn't do it. I think that it's better to do it when you have an established audience. Like I did it and I ended up getting like 74 average viewers on that stream, which was really good.
Nice.
But that was only because I had made connections and friends and I had my community for that, which made it really work out. Yeah, it's very unique to the VTubing scene, like Zerkak says. And it's just one of those things where I don't think people think about it. They just think, oh, I'm a VTuber, so I need to do it.
Yeah.
It's stupid, though, because what does a debut mean for the rest of your content? Not every stream is your debut.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not every stream is your debut. So when I watch you, I want to find out what are you going to be like if I'm watching you every day of my life or every couple of days on a regular schedule. What are your streams going to be like? Are you a good entertainer or are you boring as And a debut is not going to teach you that, you know? It's not going to give you that information.
True.
So
very, very true.
Is it stupid though? Yes. Okay, maybe it's not stupid, but I think it's just one of those things where the VTuber community needs to think a little harder before just doing stuff, because a lot of people are pressured into making their debut this big perfect thing. And sure, you could get hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of viewers, but if you're not interesting, nobody's going to watch you,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Yeah, I think my parents are the ones that are in the chat, kind of vouching for it. I did both a debut and a re-debut already. So they have my experience behind it, and they know how mine went. And I've told them before that my analytics on my debut video on YouTube are probably the highest analytics I have for any video, like single stream video on my channel. And I don't actually think that's because it was a debut. I feel like that's just because I had debut in the name.
Probably. Yeah, the YouTube algorithm loves VTuber debut.
Oh yeah.
That's a big, huge thing.
Yeah.
And you also kind of look like a V Shoujo or a Hololive avatar style. So I think a lot of people would. Yeah, you have
girliness.
that look. Yeah, that cis girl-ness.
Yeah.
That I will never achieve. Yeah, so you definitely have that. But yeah, Twitch doesn't have that. The Twitch doesn't have any algorithm, I don't think. So it wouldn't really work on Twitch.
I think it pushes a bit of content based on what you've watched and who those streamers watch and interact with, I think.
I think so, maybe. I have no clue how Twitch works.
Hard.
I'm losing faith in Twitch, to be honest.
Yeah, well, let me tell you right now, I'm gonna have the Twitch versus YouTube talk next week.
There you go. Get out those Devin Nash videos. That'll be fun.
Oh my god, the Devin Nash. You have no idea how many freaking Devin Nash videos I've watched at this point.
I'm thinking about maybe taking a break from streaming for a little while and just working on YouTube videos.
Honestly,
I'm not
probably
sure
a
about
good
it.
choice. If you stream once or twice a week and then you focus the rest of your time on videos, you'll still have that community time with the people who watch you, who come into the streams a lot. And you'll be able to put out more content that is more viable to actually push you forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did both a debut and a re-debut, and I feel like when I did them, I wasn't trying to do them because, debut culture, I gotta follow the Hololive trends. Before
Nice.
I became a VTuber, I watched a lot of debut content to figure out if I actually wanted to watch the streamer long term. Because they usually go through oh yeah, these are my likes and dislikes, these are the type of games I like, and it's a very structured way to figure out who the person is. But now that I'm a content creator, I just want to watch a clip.
I don't know why more people don't post clips on Twitter.
Yeah.
I feel like Randon and Takahata are the two people on my entire timeline who I see post a damn clip once in a while.
I know.
That's all I want to see. If I'm going on your Twitter timeline, I want to see one post about what you had for breakfast and then clips. That's all I want.
True. Fair. Well, I mean, I want to see art too. I like art.
And art.
Art
nice. Is pretty good.
Art's
I
nice.
can't draw, but art is pretty good.
Yeah. No, there's actually one VTuber that I followed specifically because they posted clips. It was Haruka Karibu?
Yeah, she's good.
Yeah, she posted skip videos constantly for a while. And I watched all of her skip videos and I was like, you're my favorite. I love you. now you're my favorite. You can't get away from me anymore. AI Candy's been posting a lot of clip videos. I think that's how I found her.
Yeah, she's good about it.
Twin Tails, I found a lot of her stuff from
Twin Tails, she's great.
Her I mean, that's how I did this. That's where this came from. That came from Twin Tails. I totally ripped that. I think debuts were more important to me when I started out because I was one of those people who watched them to figure out if I wanted to watch someone. But I don't think that that's a good indicator of content now that I know more about content.
Yeah, back when I started, I probably would have been like, yeah, debut, awesome, wow, woo. But now I probably would. I have my jaded, angry pissed off attitude that I have about everything now.
I think we all just slowly I feel like everybody started out so like happy and innocent and just like, oh
And then the
yeah.
reality set in. Oh God, this quote unquote community is an actual nightmare where
This
all that matters
sucks.
is how you look and who you know.
Everything
This
sucks.
sucks. Everything is horrible, and all that matters is getting on a clipping channel, and even then that won't help half the time.
I've seen
You deserve nothing, you fool.
I wanted to do this show in the first place because I saw like a lot of people on Twitter just in the last month and a half or so who just kept like talking about how demoralized they were because of numbers and how they don't think that they're going to get popular because they don't think their model looks that good or a million different things. People were just bringing up and being like, "Hey, this sucks." And no one was talking about it. Nobody was really warning anybody about it or like trying to give any constructive thoughts about it. It was just like, man, I hate this. Goodbye. So, have you ever been asked to do some of the like more typical things for a Hololive streamer, like all of the games that they play, or like the whole "Hi Honey" thing that started from Hololive or stuff like that?
I have been asked to play some of the games sometimes, like Phasmo, Minecraft,
Yeah.
games like that, you know, the popular games, and I don't usually play them. I did play Among Us, like I said, and that was a nightmare.
A mistake.
That was a big mistake. I'm just not the kind of person for those kinds of games, you know. I'm just not that kind of girl. And I didn't get asked to do "Hi Honey"
Hi,
or
honey.
"Ada Ada." I didn't get asked to do
You just did
either
them
of
on your
those.
own?
I just did them on my own because I think stuff like that's fun. I like being hot,
Good.
you know. I like seducing people on the internet.
Me too.
So it's fun. It's really fun getting simps that are horny for you and give you money.
God, that's the most blunt way I've ever heard it.
I don't give a shit. Where
So
are
you
we?
mostly
What are we doing?
You mostly did all of that stuff on your own. Didn't really follow
Yeah,
along
I
with
did
what
those
people
on
told
my
you.
own. Yeah, I did
Yeah.
them on my own.
Makes sense. Makes sense. As more English VTubers break into the sphere, we talked about this a little bit already. But do you think that the expectations are gonna change a lot to be more aligned with like Western, like celebrity sort of culture?
I definitely think so. I think from just everything I've seen, I think anime is fucking dead. No. I think
True.
anime is too oversaturated right now. I think Western sort of style, visuals, themes, and sort of culture are definitely going to take over the English VTuber scene over time. Whether or not that's a good thing is just sort of in the eye of the beholder. I don't really think it is because I like anime girls.
Yeah. No, I agree. I feel like I'm most worried about that though because I feel like what's gonna happen is that people are gonna start trying to appease to the normies.
It's already happening. It's
With
already
the freaking TV show. Alter
You know,
ego.
some VTuber designs are, I don't want to name names, but you know, you just get that normie ass vibe. I mean, I guess the real normie ass vibe is like white guy in a hoodie, which is 90% of Vroids. I say that as a Vroid.
I mean, true.
So I guess that would be the ultimate normie. How likely is the evolution of VTubing to shift from escape and fantasy into embracing reality as well? I think it's already happening. I mean, there's a quote, I forget how it goes, but when you put a mask on a person, you see their true face because you don't have to hide. So I think we're going to see VTubers who cover real life type things more as time goes on.
Mm-hmm.
And I know there was one girl I talked to. I don't know what happened to her, but she wanted to be like Hasanabi, but VTuber version. You ever watched Hasanabi stream?
I have.
And yeah, and I said, yeah, go for it.
If someone wanted to become a VTuber today, Do you think that it would be a really bad idea for them to like follow the same framework as Hololive or Niji-Sanji or stuff like that?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's too many. I'm already riding the line, and I think it's a bit of a debuff. I think people are tired of Hololive and Niji-Sanji style. And if they want that, they'll go watch them.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
If they want something different, they'll come to us.
Yeah.
That's what I've always believed.
Yeah, I feel like indies have to they have to do way more to make sure that they stand out more. So like you either have to have something that you're really good at as like a talent, or you have to have a concept that like nobody else is doing yet and like shill yourself crazily.
Yeah. Or you have to have a really, really engaging personality. I think that's the thing about me, because my concept like barely matters. And
hey, it's a good concept.
It's a good concept, but like in terms of how I stream, it isn't a massive deal. I think it's my personality that keeps everything together, Honestly,
I'm disliking Hollow EN over time. I feel like I am a little bit too, just in terms of like, now that I've watched so many indies, I'm just like, but I want to see real people doing like their own thing and like having their own creative freedom and stuff like that. With Hololive, it's rough. You can feel that they're holding things back half the time.
Yeah. They're popular because they have a corporation backing them with a marketing budget. They're not popular because they're great performers. They're pretty good performers.
They work hard.
They're pretty good. They're compared to some indies I've seen, they're about middle of the road. Why I simp the pink mouse? Yeah, I like the pink mouse also.
I like the pink mouse too. The pink mouse is a good.
I aspire to be like the pink mouse one day.
I do really like Callie though. I feel like of the EN VTubers so far.
I love Callie. Yeah, she's amazing.
Yeah, she works so fucking hard.
Oh yeah, I love her.
Like goddamn, I was talking to one of my mods about this before. Freaking Callie, she shot up to like almost the top of Hololive. Like they have a bunch of different people who do songs. She shot up to almost the top of their list in terms of how many songs she had out in a year. In less than a year.
That is so good.
The only person I think that's outdoing her right now in terms of sheer number of songs is Suisei. Besides that, it's just her up there practically. Everyone else has like 10 less than she does. She had so many songs.
She's so good. She's putting that work in, yeah. She's an inspiration. I mean, I don't work as hard in VTubing as someone like that, but like I literally can't. I'm doing school and work and this all on top of each other.
Yeah.
So I don't have enough time, but if I did, I'd be working insanely hard because I'm very passionate about this.
Yeah. Somebody mentioned the Hachama lore troubles. That was another thing. Hachama had a whole segment of time where she just wasn't really streaming that much because she felt like she couldn't follow through with things that she wanted to do creatively. It was sad. But yeah, okay. So that is basically all of the stuff that I had to cover. Are there any questions that the chat would like to ask us today? Speaking of VTuber themes, do you think it's actually necessary to have a theme to be a VTuber?
I don't think it's necessary. I think it'll help though. I mean, there are some VTubers who are just like, I'm a guy.
I'm a dude.
That's me. I'm a dude.
I think in terms of themes, it's easy to pick out a theme just so you have something to tell people that you are based off of. Like I am a alpaca VTuber who has like a lot of sweet stuff on me. I'm a sweets alpaca girl. Okay, well that's now a thing.
Alpaca.
That's now a thing I could tell people that I am, and maybe it doesn't give an idea of my content, but it might attract people just based off of like, oh, I like sweets, sure, I'll go look.
And like I'm a supervillain, so you kind of get the idea automatically that I'm going to be different from what you normally expect out of VTuber girls.
Yeah.
So And you also get a trans girl, so that's even more different.
So let's say you went online without any ideas. Where would it go? Or just flail?
It would be like controlled flailing for me. It would be just chatting, memeing it up, making jokes, and just sort of figuring it out, you know?
I think I would panic a little bit.
Understandable.
I feel like I wouldn't quite know how to entertain people properly, and I would be sitting there like, oh god, but I need to be entertaining. I need to make sure that the chat is having fun right now, but I don't know what to do. And it would kind of make me go a little crazy.
Yeah, that was a problem I had for a while. Was for a very long time my stream has been just sort of ad-libbing and just sort of playing it by ear.
Yeah.
But then recently I've been trying to turn it into a show, more of a show.
Same.
And it's definitely been working out.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's a little bit easier when you already have the plans when you're starting up. Even if even now, like I have an outline of stuff that I want to talk about, right? But I don't necessarily stick to every single thing exactly how I worded it beforehand, or I'll bring up other stuff along the way or stuff like that. It's nice to have the outline though.
Yeah, definitely.
So how would you go about growing as a new VTuber? Like just spam content on TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram? Kind of. Yeah, in a way. No, I think that the best thing to do is like focus on making your own content quality in your own eyes first. And if you think that even if you don't think that you're there yet, but if you think that you're progressing, just put it out there and start working towards it. Because then people will give you commentary and stuff on it anyways, so.
In regards to trends, I feel that a lot of VTubers have that fear of missing out and just jump on it. Thoughts on that? I can see that, yeah.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people just sort of do it to do it, but
yeah, I feel like in terms of like missing out on stuff, people are a little bit afraid of like not being on the cutting edge of everything, because you have to stay relevant to keep growing a following in people's eyes most of the time. So staying relevant most of the time is following the trends and doing what everyone cool is doing and stuff like that. Which doesn't really work. That's not really true, but I think that's how a lot of people think of it. How do each of you deal with people who don't like your framework, or do you just handle that by not handling it at all?
I'm gonna let you take this one first because I've got an interesting answer for that.
I feel like if people don't like my framework, I'll just like ignore them, because I'm doing my own thing and I'm doing what I enjoy and what I want to do most. The only times that I actually take it into account are if it's like somebody who's like a long-time viewer and who notices like something about it that I don't see. Like maybe I'm just not having fun with it or something, and they kind of can tell, and they're like, do you like this? Are you actually enjoying this? Like I did Passepartout one day, and some of my viewers know that I'm just not that big on art most of the time. It stresses me out a lot. So I was playing Passepartout and somebody afterwards was like, so did you have fun? Did you actually like that? And I was like, yeah, maybe I didn't really. Rip. Yeah, your turn.
Well, yeah, I mean, pretty much if someone doesn't like my framework, I just go, you. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm always going to be a little niche. I don't think I can ever really appeal to the common denominator. I just don't think I have it in me to do that. So for me, if people don't like my framework, I don't know what to tell you. I
go
just
kind
of go somewhere else. Go watch Millie Fuwaffle's Sweet Alpaca. I don't know.
Great.
Go watch somebody. See, it's like a symbiotic relationship, except I got nothing. No, I'm kidding.
Nothing? Oh.
I'm on this cool show. That's true.
I thought we were
Um,
having a good time, man.
yeah, give him the middle tentacle. There you go. We are having a good time. I'm just with you because I fuck with everybody.
Man. Yeah.
Oh wait, I have to read this one. I have to read this one. In
Oh
my
yes,
voice.
of course, yeah.
In response to breaking away from popular standards, are you fearful of not growing as quickly with having a super niche type of content? Yes.
Yes.
Big yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh. Absolutely.
100%.
I feel like
That's a huge fear.
I mean, I do my boomer game nights, right? On those boomer game nights that I do like putt or like I played Dungeon Keeper 2 or Dungeon Keeper 3. I want to play Railroad Tycoon and shit like that. Like they're all really old games, and I don't know. I don't know how people are actually going to enjoy them, but I want to do them. So it's always this like worrying thought of like, oh no, is this a good idea? I don't know.
But you can't appeal to everybody. You can't please everyone, I guess. So it's better to appeal to the people that you want to appeal to than, you know.
I feel like also just like you should be working towards building the type of community that you want to have most and that you want to be in most, because you are the central points of that community as a streamer and as a content creator. If you are doing things that you don't even like, you're going to get the wrong crowd showing up.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You're gonna get a bunch of random like 12-year-olds who really want you to keep playing the newest Minecraft mods, and you're gonna be like, this isn't. No.
Yeah, when my viewers come into my stream, they know that we're gonna be playing weird shit or old shit or weird old shit. They know that they're not gonna be getting something super popular unless it's something that I'm personally into.
Alright. But yeah, that's probably going to be about it for the question for today. Just as a little takeaway from this talk, basically I would say that if you are looking into becoming a VTuber, don't worry about like what Hololive is doing or trying to follow the most popular things or stuff like that. I don't think it's really going to help you grow right now. I feel like what you need to be focusing on most is trying to build a community that you like, trying to become a content creator that you enjoy, that you want to see, trying to put the things that you want out into the world. That's always going to be most important. Thanks for the episode, too. Of course. Yeah.
You're welcome. You're welcome. It was lovely to be here. I was very excited for this. Cause Millie is probably the most talented VTuber I know. I was very excited to be on the show.
I don't know about that. That's high praise.
You're up there. You're up there.
So for anybody who does not know already, this is Night Paradox VT. I have a collab link set up. You can check out all of her links there, except for her TikTok. I didn't add that one.
Yeah, the TikTok you have to find. Oh, I hit the microphone.
Nice.
The TikTok you have to find on your own because I don't link it like anywhere.
Well, it is in your
For some
link tree
reason.
actually.
It is in my link tree actually. Yeah. Yeah, but please follow me. You know, on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube. Really helps out. I'm trying to get that bread.
Get that
do
bread.
That hustle.
Get on that grind. Yeah.
That grind.
And
exactly.
it's something that I think both of us are really passionate about. So I hope that some people do follow you from today just to see your content and stuff.
You know, I've heard people. I remember when my debut happened, I had people telling me that I had completely changed what it means to be a VTuber, and I had changed the meta. And I don't know if I actually did that, but people told me that to my face, which was very interesting.
That's so
very
cute.
Yeah.
That's such a nice compliment. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Keep saying things like that. That's good.
Yeah, if you want to discover what it means by change the meta, go check me out.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you don't wanna, if you wanna refer back to this later on, you don't really like how I've edited or anything like that, I usually put the link for the full unedited version in the description. as an unlisted VOD, so you can also have that. And my last episode is already up there, so if you'd like to see that, we were talking about numbers and hiatuses and stuff like that, how it affects you. That was good. And next week, I'm gonna be talking to Randon, the orc VTuber, about Twitch versus YouTube.
Oh boy, I might have to tune into that one if I can.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Yeah. Alright guys, thank you so much for coming, and I will see you guys next time. And if you would like to, please remember to check out Night on her channel. Post her links again real quick. And that is about it. So, goodbye guys.
Goodbye everyone. Goodbye. Goodbye. Good friends. Goodbye.